Everyone, it's Chris with 8 Bells and all's well. Hope you're doing well. Filming from the living room today because it's just too hot and swampy out here in Southern California. I know what you're saying, Chris, Crimea River here in Southern California, but it's just gross outside. So I'm gonna take advantage of the AC and the fans while I'm filming this. Did a couple little fun videos with the private property one and the dream rotation. That was a lot of fun. Learned some new skills, so I want to thank everyone who helped me with that and participated in that. It was a lot of fun. Couple of quick things though. You're starting to see, and at least I'm starting to see in my feed a lot of market updates. I talked about this a few days ago, but the coming October 1st, where we plan to see a huge increase. Well, I shouldn't say huge, an increase from the Swiss watch brands, which will impact retail pricing. Um, that'll probably spill over into the secondary market to some as inventories go down. But anything that's landed or here in stock already should be you're going to get a better price. But if you have anything that you're looking for, if you have anything that you want, you had your eye on it, and you can make a move, reach out to me. Let me know. I can get you some good pricing on the stuff before the prices really get crazy. Um, and I'm always looking to buy too. So if you're looking to sell, I'm always looking to buy too. So I can help out either way. More to come on that after October 1st. After we see what damage is done, then we'll have some more. I'll have some more information on that to see where we're headed into the holiday season. So tomorrow I'm going to this event at South Coast Plaza. South Coast Plaza is a big mall here. You've heard, if you follow me or you're here, I go to this mall all the time. There's a ton of watch dealerships there, boutiques, and except Grand Seiko for some reason. Like, why Grand Seiko? Let's get on it. Get over here at South Coast. But Watch Time is a magazine. I don't know if you may or may not have heard of, but they do these events kind of around the country, and it's basically a watch pub crawl. So they basically give you a card, and you go to each of the watch boutiques, and they stamp the card, and they might show you a little demonstration or roll out, here's some of the cool watches that they have. It's a lot of fun with drinks and food and all that kind of stuff. And then at the end of the night, you turn your card in. They do like a raffle for like a gift card. So it's a pretty fun event. I'll take some video and some pictures of that so y'all can see. I love going to the AD, so this will be a lot of fun. But now I want to get back to my series on the watches that don't get a lot of love or a lot of attention, I should say, but and also have like a military type appeal to them because of their look or the styling or the way they're built. Lum-Tec. Lum-Tec is a company that you may or may not have heard of. They do small batch runs of watches. They're an Ohio-based company, family owned. Their parent company is called Wygand. Chris Wygand is the owner of Lum-Tec, and Wygand Company has been around for years. Although Lum-Tec's only been around since 2008, the Wygand Company has been there for a long time. And what they do is they build and supply watch parts to watchmakers. So you've seen some of their stuff. The cases and bracelets and stuff that they do there in Ohio, as the white label. They supply those to other watch companies, and then Lum-Tec, they decided, hey, what's good for them is good for us. So they started Lum-Tec, and now they build watches under the Lum-Tec brand. Here's the first watch I like. This is a 44 millimeter M91 automatic. It's limited to like 300 worldwide. So I know it's 44 millimeters. Most of these watches that I'm going to highlight are bigger. Sorry, it's just because I'm part of the big wrist measurement, but they do have smaller sizes. You just got to go check them out. I'm not going to give you too much because I really want you guys to go check them out and explore for yourself and see what they're all about. This has 600 meters of water resistance, a Salida SW200 movement, and an anti-shock mounting system inside the case. So basically a rubber gasket protects the movement so that it can be bounced around a little bit more than usual. So it's a rugged piece of rugged timepiece for sure. And that gives me very Panerai Tudor almost too, with the bezel and the little red thing on top. Definitely a good looking watch, utilitarian driven. As you know, I love loud utility as opposed to quiet luxury. This is loud utility for sure. Here's a side angle, and you can probably tell this is a sandwich dial. So it's that top dial is a layer that's all this is cut out. So these numbers are cut out. The logo, the company name is cut out. The indices are cut out, and then it's put on top or sandwiched on top of a dial that's fully loomed. So here's what it looks like when it's lit up. So you can see right there, even the bezel's loomed, but you can see the sandwiching effect or the loom that comes through as a part of that sandwiching effect. And it's just a cool looking watch for less than $1,000. I mean, what could other watches in this range or with this types of specs would be 2 or 3 times that. Here's another one that I like. It's their Combat Field X4 Titanium. This one's limited to 500 worldwide. There's still some available last I checked. 44 millimeter dome cross, 100 meters of water resistance dome, sapphire crystal, and it's a sapphire sandwich, so it has sapphire in the front and the back, exhibition case back. Just a cool looking watch. Now, most field watches, you're going to see a lot of similar type elements. They're going to have like a similar look. Lum-Tec does kind of, it looks like a field watch, in that category, like it belongs in that category, but it's not trying to be anything else other than what it is. And I like that. I like that about watches, that, they're trying to be homages. They're not trying to be anything but their interpretation of what a field watch should look like. And this is pretty cool. Here's a side shot. You can see the dome crystal, that coin edge bezel, which is different. It's crazy. Again, titanium. NATO strap obviously is a key element to any good field watch. Here's the loom. Look at the loom. I mean, it's great. Got that little distortion around the edge. Some people like that. Again, just a good looking watch, good looking field watch. Did I see this has a Salida in it too? And for a titanium watch, field watch that looks like this with 100 meters water resistance and the carbon fiber dial, I didn't talk about. So here's a good picture. You can see this is a carbon fiber dial. So that dial is carbon fiber. It's pretty cool. And this, again, less than $1,000. It's $995. You can get one of these. Here's the exhibition case back. Here's a better shot of the carbon fiber dial. You can really see the striations of the carbon fiber in there. It's just really looks cool. And finally, this is part of their little bit dressier version, maybe not so militaristic, but I like this one. This is part of their Eclipse lines. This is Eclipse E6, which is green. They also have a purple. They have an E5, E4. It's orange, and then black, and then it's gray. But I like green, so I picked the green one to show you all. And then here's what I was talking about. You see this bracelet? You've seen this bracelet often on other watches, and I bet you dollars to donuts that they're supplying these to most of these other companies that are doing that through Wygand. So again, Lum-Tec is part of Wygand, but they supply watch parts and watch stuff like cases and straps. Here's a good side angle of this, and the reason why I want to show this is because this watch is a 42 millimeter, but it is and 100 meters of water resistance, but it's 9 centimeters wide thickness. The thickness is 9 centimeters. So it's extremely thin for an automatic watch. And for less than $800, it's $795. You're getting a bargain here. Exhibition case back, Miyota movement. This one has a Miyota movement. It has this dial that I like. You see Tudor does this with some of the, I think with the Pelagos. They have this like raised lip around their edge. Even the numbers look kind of cool and different, modern. Again, not trying to be anything that it's not, and this green really stands out. I've seen this one in person, and it pops. So do yourself a favor, go check out Lum-Tec. I don't get nothing from them. I'd love to, but I don't. I do this for the fun of it. I'm a watch fan first and a watch dealer second. But I'll bring more to your attention, or that should get a little bit more love from the community. But if you have any suggestions, or you want me to take a look at something, or you want my advice on anything, let me know. Again, looking for inventory. If you're looking to sell, if you're looking to buy, hit me up. I'm more than happy to help any way I can. And I'll be back again with that watch time event update, and then another brand coming up. So take care. Talk to you soon.